Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Nobodies podcast.
Two nobodies talking absolute nonsense about absolute nonsense.
So today, Dave, I want to get right into it,
Straight into it, mate.
Straight
Okay.
into it. Like I don't care how your week's been. I want to get straight into it because there's a trend of people demographic that just wind me up, just annoy
Careful.
me.
Careful.
It's not what you're thinking. It's not
Cancel culture is not quite over yet.
No,
so go on.
no. We don't want to get cancelled just yet. It's no, like I said, it's a very broad spectrum of people, generally men, to be completely honest, and it is the lesser spotted man-child. So man-child. So yeah, as you know, and you are as well. I'm a big gamer. Like I said, the new Call of Duty came out. I think about a month ago now.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
And I if I can, once I've done all my chores, and the missus has told me I'm allowed to.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I've got a similar thing going on.
I'll try and get a couple of hours, if I can, of an evening or every other day, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And the amount of just man children, it's such like online gaming has got to be like one of the most toxic environments. So when the
I'd say so. Yeah.
So when the game first came out, obviously most people now have kind of their friends have got it. So before, I think when it first came out, you were hearing more kind of like public chat in the lobbies and what have you.
Yeah.
And the amount of times you would hear these random men having an argument with a 12-year-old after they'd lost a game of Call of Duty. It's just grow up, mate. By all means. Who am I to judge? I'm playing the game as well. And don't get me wrong, we play together. I get the
Oh, you do like a rage. You do
yeah.
What are you sliding for, you twat? And don't get me wrong, I know it's part of the game. Is it? Do you know that, do you? Because you go on about it quite a lot.
Yeah, it is part of the game. And and if I was better, or had the inclination to kind of practice that kind of aspect of it, would I be better? Yes, but it's just
just to interject, the issue is that it's not your entire identity.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's the thing. These kids, or these man children, or whatever, whoever these people are, mostly men acting like children, but that is their entire world. It is their entire identity, mate. That's what you need to remember. Like when you used to go to football on a Sunday or a Saturday, and they used to take it way too seriously. It's like, it's Sunday football, mate. You know what I mean? You're not exactly going to be scouted for Chelsea at 24 years old, are you? No. So give it a rest.
No,
go and have a pint.
Playing for your local pub on a Sunday morning, playing like Division 7 non-league football.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, the game's been out for I think it's a month, give or take. And I was playing it the other night, and there was there's been a couple of double XP days, weekends.
Yeah, they're always nice.
But even so, there was a guy, I can't remember if he was on my team or the other team, but he was Master Prestige level 256. It's mate, have a day off. To bore you for a second, so in a Prestige there's 55 levels.
Right, yeah.
And you've got 10 of those, so that's 500 and whatever, 500 and whatever it is, 550.
Yes.
550. And
Quick
then,
maths.
Yeah, thank you. so it's 550 plus another 250.
Yeah.
So that's what 800 levels.
Yeah.
And it's not it's 10,000 experience points every level. Obviously, the higher you rank up, the more
of a grind it is.
The longer it takes. It's mate, it's been out a month. But you
can't wait to see their faces, Josh.
Do you not have a job?
Probably not. I would argue, he's probably on the dole. If he's not on the dole, then he works from home, and he's definitely not telling his company that he's playing Call of Duty.
He's got a little I don't know, it's like a contraption that just moves his mouse backwards and forwards. So it doesn't log him off. It looks like he's working. But I just kind of feel who has got that much time on their hands to put that don't get me wrong, you've got to, I suppose to a certain degree, you've got to be good at that, or these people have got to be good at the game. Yeah. But at the same time, come on, mate. But you must be playing 8 hours a day.
Yeah, and the thing is, you get these people that want to get there first, and I'm like, great, good for you. And then you get, most of them actually think that people give a shit. Newsflash, I don't. I just want to play the game. Like, it's not my problem that your entire identity is Call of Duty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not my fault you sit there in sweatpants drinking Monster Energy drinks, you know, wishing that you could ever see a woman naked. You know what I mean? It's just,
a real one, anyway.
Yeah.
One in real life.
If he's not on Reddit trolling people, then he's probably playing Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
But yeah,
It's that type of person, Josh. It's their entire identity, mate. There is nothing, and this is the thing. You work, you have your children. You know what I mean? You have a life. You have these little luxuries. We're having a conversation now on this pod. They don't have any of that. No. You know, most of these people don't even go in the game chat. God knows if they're in a party with someone else. I mean, what a lonely existence.
I just don't know how you could spend that much time just like Call of Duty ain't that good.
No,
like,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You know, I enjoy.
I know, because when I play with you, you're like, there's always someone there.
Yeah, but I only play bad when I play with you.
Well, I told you. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay, fantastic. You said to me the other day. You said, "No, come on. This new one, it's fun. It's fun." Every game we've played so far, I'm like, you lied to me. You lied to me. You said this is going to be fun, and it's not fun, and you're just raging.
No, not always.
No, we've had a few. To be fair, we've had a few good games, and I do find it enjoyable because I don't give a shit. I can imagine there's someone out there who's, if their KD goes down 0.1, they sort of think about throwing themselves out the window. Do you know what I mean? There's those kinds of people, and it's like, that is a burden. I would not like to be like that at all. That is you know, and they exist. Yeah. These people exist, and then by the time they realise that it's not necessary and it's not important, it's too late. So, you know,
can't let my KD drop, man. I've got to be in the top 100,000 in the world. Get in the bin, mate. Like, get in the bin, open your front door, get some fresh air, and get a life. FIFA's the same. Like, the amount of like dickheads that think they're, you know, Jose Mourinho, or like fuck off, mate. Like you know, you've paid £1,000.
Can be whoever you want in a digital world, John.
You can. Most people are cunts, but
yeah. Yeah, just never forget that. You know, we go on there. I go on there to play it with you, to spend time with my friend playing Call of Duty. I do not go on there to get accolades.
Gaming friends.
Ooh, friends, COD friends.
COD friends, gaming friends.
I don't go on there for any other reason.
No. Don't get me wrong. Like, when you're not online, I do enjoy playing at my own. To be fair, because I enjoy playing video games, and ideally I want to play a single player game, but an online game like Call of Duty that we can play together. Yeah, no, like I said, if you could get on every day, I'd play with you every day.
Yeah,
not in the physical sense, but in the
with your real wood.
With our real wood.
That's a t-shirt, isn't it? I'll play with you every day.
I do what the missus won't.
I guess don't leave a lot. It's their entire existence.
Ultimately, like, it's just a bit of fun, like.
Yeah.
But the trouble is, there's just so many people that just can't take it as fun and just want to be the next, David Beckham, or whatever the next professional guy
of gaming. Yeah. I know what you're trying to say.
But obviously, a man child isn't just someone that plays a computer game. Like I said, there's loads of man children, like your 38-year-old men that still live with their mum and dad. Yeah, like they've got a half decent job, but they just don't want to leave the mum's house.
Yeah. Like, I was going to say, you can't go into fitted on people that are hard up or have.
No.
I know the type you're talking about.
Yeah, obviously.
You're talking about someone that has decided to not have any ambition.
Yeah.
Is lazy, that type of person.
Yeah. Like if you've fallen on hard times and like you've lost your job, or your husband or wife has left you and taken the house, fair enough. And the dog, and the rabbit and the cat and the kids.
And the rabbit.
And the rabbit,
Out the bottom drawer.
Yeah, the rampant one. Like, you're like, fair enough.
Woody.
But like, if you're just some like man child, or I suppose woman child, we can be inclusive. If like.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have to now. Yeah, so there is that as well. It's not just man child. We can't say that.
No,
there's women child. That doesn't work as much, does it? Womb man, child.
Yeah, that doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well, does it?
Female
as
child.
as a man
That
child.
sounds wrong. Yeah. We'll figure out a term for that and then we'll use it. But yeah, let's just stick with woman child.
Yeah. But yeah, so
they do exist. They're around.
But yeah, like I said, but obviously the what is it? The coined phrase is obviously man child, and it just bugs me. Like grow up, get a life, go out and get some fresh air.
Yeah, exactly. See the wood for the trees.
See the wood for the trees. But things there's just so many of them. And like I say, it is all walks of life. And the thing is, it's not even just average Joes like us, nobodies like us. Like, you've got your celebrity man children, you've got Donald Trump, who is like the ultimate man child, but he's got the keys to the world. He's got the red button.
Yeah, he's someone you wish that wouldn't be a man child, but he is. Between fake tans, toupees and drinking bleach. He's single-handedly ruining things, isn't he? But at the same time, he's unfortunately getting stuff done.
Get shit done. Well, supposedly,
annoying.
According to him, he's ended, I think, 6 or 7 wars.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's nothing, is it? Because we know full well that there's probably about 17 wars going on in one country in Africa.
Yeah.
So stopping 7 wars doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah,
and if you count all wars as social wars as well, there's those going on as well, between they, thems and God knows who else. So, what war? A stockbrokers war?
Yeah.
What wars have you stopped? Give me some deets, man child.
Some details of which ones you stopped. I suppose that's the only trouble with Trump, isn't it? He talks, he throws so much shit at the wall.
My penis is probably the best in the world. So
China.
Good. Yeah. China.
I can't do it.
China.
I can't do that.
So good. Probably the best in the world. If I had time, I could practice it, but I really don't want to put the time into it because I'm really not that. I'm not that interested in copying Trump.
I just don't. I just don't understand him. It's hard, isn't it? Because what he says. He'll do something that is objectively good, I suppose, or he will. Because to be fair, like North Korea, for example, he is I think he was the first US president ever. So obviously the first to broker talks with North Korea. He's done this, he's done that, but at the same time, so he'll do these kind of things, whether it's he's actually done good or it's just for publicity.
Yeah.
He'll do these things which are first or deemed as good, I suppose you would say, and then he'll say something fucking ridiculous and stupid. You can't win. You can't be trying to do world peace and then say something along the lines of Nigel Farage should be Prime Minister.
Or drink bleach to fight
bleach.
Viruses.
It's just so, and the amount of I think it's hilarious that beforehand, obviously he would spout so much shit.
Yeah.
That I'm pretty sure. Actually, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the whole reason Facebook and Twitter now do independent fact checks is because Donald Trump just says so much shit and throws so much shit at the wall that they had to physically fact check it so that people didn't just blindly believe what he says.
Yeah, that's part of that is also Elon Musk when he bought Twitter or X, formerly Twitter. Or
he's a weird man.
Right, okay, but
he's the definition of man child, isn't he? I want to build a rocket.
He's just a narcissist. That's the correct term, by the way, because all you people use narcissist like you know what it means and you don't. Elon Musk is a narcissist. It's just a high level of self-preservation and making people do whatever you want and everyone should do things for you and aren't you great?
It's the self-preservation society.
He implemented something called Community Notes, I believe, which is...
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so, well,
Please enlighten me.
If you listen for a minute.
I will listen.
Good, I'll tell you.
I'm all ears.
Yeah, he coined that, to use your phrase, which means that, it gets fact-checked. And then, obviously, everyone else followed suit. Also, he was the first one to take down the censoring because, obviously, the government, before Trump's government, the left-leaning government was censoring pretty much everything. I mean, like in this country, you can still get arrested for hate speech online. You could say the most mundane thing and you'd probably still do a 12 stretch.
Yeah,
do you know, it's just, yeah. But anyway, he's done community notes, which obviously everyone else has now copied as well. The censorship has been turned down from 11 to about 5 as well. It still says, are you sure you want to post this? You know, because it's a bit aggressive, you know, it still says that. But like, it's been turned right down, which I agree with. Okay, but what I also agree with, because we said before, is there are gatekeepers now. So it being fact checked or put into the community notes, and then enough people check it and say, yeah, that's real or not real.
Yeah.
Then there you go. You're combating the issue. But yeah, with Trump, he's basically a product of his time. His dad was a millionaire. I believe he worked for the CIA, or it might have been his granddad. But anyway, he was a property tycoon or a contractor. I can't remember. But he basically said to Trump, "You're winding me up. Here's a million bob. Here's $1 million. Go sort yourself out." And he did.
And,
So yeah.
To be fair, you know, he was a good entrepreneur, and he likes to grab women by the pussies.
He does indeed. Yeah. He also likes to, but he's again, to use the correct term, narcissist. He is one of those as well. Yeah,
but I suppose like these rich, powerful, wealthy men and women, to be fair.
They're all on the spectrum, mate. Yeah,
but I suppose you've kind of got to be a narcissist, haven't you? And you've got to have an ego.
So I've got more than that if you want, but unless you've got a no. So Wall Street. Most of the people that work in Wall Street, for example, I'm just going to single it off to one. I have this gene or this brain pattern which lowers their emotions, right? It's I can't remember if it's called the warrior gene or something. There's a program on it, I believe. But basically, if you have a certain DNA setup and you have a certain brain pattern, it basically gives you the emotional range of a shark, right? So have you seen American Psycho? Have you heard about American Psycho?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
So it basically enables you to step on someone else and not give a shit, right? All of these people have this gene and this brain pattern. All of them, or most of them. Okay. So you're right. You are right. Which is why the only way to get through to these people is to either outplay them, which is hard because they're constantly making chess moves in their brain.
Yeah.
Or to kill them off. And America has opted for the latter, I suppose, a few times.
Yeah.
Failed, obviously, but that's you know these people do have that. And that's what it is. But moving on.
But I suppose in a world of, like I said, of social media and like I said, and people like Trump, where you can just say whatever you want to say, and he does. He thinks of something. I'm not even sure if he thinks of it. He just like stuff.
He doesn't stop the intrusive thoughts. That's the problem. See, the thing is like I've lost my train of thought, but yeah, it's the intrusive thoughts basically that he can't stop himself from doing.
Like I said, obviously you've got all this fact-checking stuff now. Like as soon as a politician says something, everything's fact-checked. Yeah. And the trouble is, you've got so much fake news in the world. You've got like I say, you can't you go on any social media platform and you can't scroll for more than 2 seconds without seeing an AI-generated video of just like random shit. Like I saw one the other day, and
like the monkey ones and stuff. But yeah.
But I saw one the other day, and it's just some guy. He's on the shitter, and then like a random deer just comes like flying through the window, like smashes through the window, being chased by a bear. Yeah. And they're all just kind of like in the toilet, in the bathroom, like kind of like this. And it's just, but like every video you see now, it will say that, you know, a little thing will come along the top that says made with AI, and it's just like, no, fuck off. Like, I'm not interested in some random AI-generated video. But you can understand why so many people, because to be fair, the longer it goes on, the better these videos get, and the more, because you do see something of some of them, and you kind of think, well, that could be real, but it's like, what do you believe anymore?
If you want to put your tinfoil hat on for a minute, it's a psyop, isn't it? Part of it is a psyop. So there'll be people out there. If you put enough shit out there, if someone sees something that's genuinely real, now, I don't know, at the risk of going down a rabbit hole, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, so I'll just keep it short. So try not to take me down a rabbit hole on it. You don't believe in the other side, right? To a degree, okay? You know, like ghosts, for example, right?
No, you die, you go underground, and that is it.
Cool, whatever you want to believe, that's fine. That's not the point. The point is going to be whether you believe it's a fact or not. The point is that they're still trying to prove otherwise, and you know they've had bits and bobs that you know you look at and you think, oh maybe, but now obviously with the you know same with aliens, for example, same with I don't know Bigfoot. Not I believe in that, but, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
The point is now that they can be like, it's AI. It's AI, mate. So you're never going to know now because, like you say, you get these random videos that are so close to being good. You know, it's only little telltale signs on the fact that it says it's AI. Sometimes that you can tell. You know what I mean? But so at the risk of everyone not believing in anything at all, you know.
Yeah, but I suppose, but at what point does it go in that direction though? Where like you know, there's so much fake stuff out there, so much AI generated stuff, where people just go from believing anything to believing nothing because they just can't trust what is being beamed to their phones or what they're seeing on the telly.
Yeah, if it's not regulated, soon, very soon. It started already. Look at the conversation you brought up. Like you're like, fuck off, I don't want to see that. But like, you're already getting it, you know. You know. So
it's definitely coming. That's for sure.
I wanted to get on to another man child.
Go on then. Yeah. Who you got in mind?
Jake Paul.
Oh, he's a fucking bellend.
Talk about taking the oxygen out of the room.
Oh, just like
Jesus. He's only got one brain cell as well, so I don't know why he needs that much oxygen.
Class 1 oxygen thief.
Born in Ohio.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, fair play to him. Like, you know, he's built a business, and to be in terms of boxing, you know, but what
he's doing, American right now.
What he's doing for women's boxing, like I said, you know, he is trying to promote. I think a couple of fights on the undercard.
But see, if you were to promote women's boxing, I'd be like, that's legit. He's doing it for brownie points.
Yeah, he says he's not, but I suppose he's going to say that, but when this episode goes out, like I said, we're recording this before the fight, so when this episode goes out, hopefully AJ has absolutely knocked his head off his shoulders.
Yeah, hopefully. I really hope so, because I'm done with it now. Because this is the thing, like I do love the just to go on what you were saying, the American attitude a little bit, you know, where they all can, you know, it's a republic, isn't it? They can do what they like and they all sort of pump each other up and that. But there's a point, like, I appreciate that I'm British and I've been brought up that way to sort of not sort of G everyone up. But for me, they do it to the extreme. If we could just find a happy medium, it's fine. But for anyone to be like, oh yeah, he's an entrepreneur and I just want everyone to do so well, you know, man. No, I don't know. He's a cunt. Why do I want him to do well? He's not got a fucking brain cell in his head. Like he's only got the money he's got through making, you know, stupid fucking content. Arguably, is he the older one or the younger one?
Younger one.
Yeah, so he's made most of that off his brother's back anyway.
No,
so,
to be fair, I think they've both like I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know a lot about either of them. I don't watch their stuff, but like I said, they are both managing, but they've kind of both gone in like opposite directions. So obviously, like Jake Paul's always been a bit of a prick. Like, you know, he was a Disney kid, and then, you know, to be fair, like obviously, like, you know,
how dare you? I like Justin Timberlake.
Like Britney Spears, they were all part of like Disney, weren't they, back in the day? But yeah, so
they turned out fine.
So Justin has. I don't know about Britney.
Didn't he get a DUI not long ago?
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah. I think he did a show like last year or this year where he looked like worse for wear. Like he was all fucked. But anyway, we digress.
Sorry.
But like going back to Jake Paul, like he's like, he started off as a Disney kid, and then he's always been like they're, you know, I suppose to coin an American phrase, you know, he's a clout chaser. Like, you know, he's always, you know, done stupid things to kind of like be out there and be edgy and you know, be a bit of a bad boy. And then, like I say, he you know, to be like, you know, he jumped on the coattails of you know, because
You said he jumped on the coke.
No, well, he may have done. I don't know. I've got no idea.
I was going to say, yeah, sorry, go on.
but because obviously the boxing side of things, he started with, you know, it was influencer boxing, like, and that started over here. So he jumped on the coattails of like your KSIs and what have you, and then he's just kind of upscaled it massively. But the trouble is, he fights apart from Tommy Fury, who beat him, and he's only had 10 fights. Like,
well, if only if you count those ones, brother, because he might have had a few on the side.
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't. I think he...
I love him. Go on, yeah.
But I think he's fought like ex UFC fighters that are like 65. He fought he knocked out a like an ex basketball player or something, I don't know. And then like he's like he fought Mike Tyson. But
we all know Mike did that for the money.
Oh, obviously, of course he did. I think Mike Tyson even said that I only did it for the money.
Yeah, are you joking? The geezer would have ended him.
I don't. But he probably wouldn't. Obviously, if he landed a proper shot, but
well, if it wasn't for the money and he was just going at it and he didn't care, he'd probably bite his nose off.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? Like it's obvious that he was caged in by the paycheck.
Yeah,
I know he's older and stuff. We can get into that, but I still think he would have pasted him. I think he did it for the money.
He's probably like to fair. Like Iron Mike has probably still got the power in that right hand. But I suppose it's just the trouble is like if you're a boxing fan, like I said, I wouldn't say I'm a boxing fan. I'm a fan of boxing, but I'm not like an avid fan. Like I'm not watching like every, you know, I'm not going York Hall to watch, you know, some up and coming kids.
Not going in and put down a bet after work.
No, like you know, if there's I suppose what you would call like a big fight boxing fan. Like if there's a big fight on, like a heavyweight fight, I'll pay the pay-per-view and I'll watch it. So I've recently watched the Eubank Ben 2 fight, which was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Like the first fight, it wasn't as good as the first fight, because the first fight they were just going hell for leather. Yeah. And it was like it was earlier this year, and it was an incredible fight. It was so good. Whereas the second fight, Conor Ben just put on like an absolute masterclass and just outboxed Chris Eubank, and he's a bellend as well. I don't like him either. He's just an arrogant arsehole.
Well, he's had to contend with blazing his own path, but you know it's difficult for kids like that, like Kasper Schmeichel being a goalkeeper and his dad being immense. You know what I mean? Like you're talking about, you know, Eubank has gone into that world, and you know his dad is eccentric to say the least.
That's putting it
politely.
His dad's a fake sheriff. He wears a sheriff badge.
Okay, but
he's just
imagine being
deranged.
His son. Having to blaze your own path, having to make apologies for your dad every 5 minutes because he said something ludicrous. He's like Trump, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's Eubank. Yeah, talking about, like, I don't know about Manchester. I mean, I like the guy. I think he's a character.
Oh yeah.
I think people are complex. This is the thing that people forget as well. People are, you know, the human being is a nuanced thing. Oh yeah. You can be good and bad. Yeah. There's no such thing as being perfect.
No, and people like I suppose with Eubank in particular, you know, he's one of those people that is Marmite, isn't he? Or for Australian listeners, Vegemite. You either love Chris.
Fair dinkum, mate.
You either love Chris Eubank or you hate him.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like anyone. There's like no in between, because he's just that. He's just that eccentric and that eclectic and like, and some of the stuff he comes out with is just, like you say, fucking ludicrous and ridiculous.
Oh, he's insane. Yeah.
I just don't. But I said, going back to the whole Jake Paul thing. How the fuck? Like, fair play to the boy. Like, to be getting into the ring with an active heavyweight, 2-time heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
Like, don't get. Like, I appreciate AJ. You know, he's not fighting prime AJ from like 5 years ago, where he was just knocking out every person.
He's struggling a bit, AJ, with his physical form. He's struggling a bit mentally, I think. I don't know if he's had like a mental break, for lack of a better term. But yeah.
No, I don't know. I think, like, so I suppose apart from, he's had a couple of fights that are kind of, I suppose, were a bit kind of unexpected, like when he first lost his title to the Mexican fella, Andy Ruiz, who was just like out of shape and just like, he had like skinny legs and a fat body.
Yeah, but that goes to show you the power. You know, if you've got power, you've got power.
Yeah. So he lost to him, and then he lost. I think recently, his last fight, he lost to Daniel Dubois, who's kind of like I don't know if he's up and coming, but he's kind of I think he's younger than AJ. Like obviously, the U6 fights, like Usyk is just on another level. Like he beat AJ twice, he's beaten Fury twice. He's not a flash in the pan.
No,
he's the fucking real deal. Some fucking 6 foot odd, built like a fucking horse Ukrainian Charlie, like it's just so fair play to Jake Paul for getting the opportunity. But fair play to him for getting the opportunity to get in the ring with AJ. But how much money is AJ getting paid?
Well, there's that, but just as a caveat to that, or a side note to that, you got the two mentalities here at work, haven't you? Because we're British, right? So we want to see Jake Paul get absolutely minced. Yeah.
Not just because we're British, but because
generally is because everyone who's American will want Jake Paul to win for 2 reasons. One, because he's American and they're American, and the other one is they love that, and that's the whole premise. You think about the independence of America,
the underdog story.
We'll team up with the French and the Dutch, and fight the little country from overseas, and then get our independence.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
They always forget that. The way they treat the French, it's like the Americans take the piss out of the French, and I'm like, do you know why you've got the Statue of Liberty?
Because they gave it to you.
Yeah, because they like the fact that you were giving us shit. Also, you don't ever forget that you got slapped by the Canadians because you marched up there and they said you can fuck off.
It is cold up there, though.
No, they did. They went. We said to them, listen. Right, it's fine. You can have your independence, but stay away from our shipping lanes and don't try and invade. So immediately they went for our shipping lanes and tried to invade Canada. But what they didn't bet on is that the Canadians that were in Canada at that point, the French Canadians, were royalist because they moved over to Canada before the Revolution. And obviously the Americans were inspired by the Revolution. So when they got to the border up north of New York, the French Canadians went, fuck off. And they went, all right then. And then went back down again.
So going
anyway,
back,
after that history lesson, sorry mate, go on.
So going back to Jake Paul and AJ.
Going back to them again.
Going back to them again. Like I said, I suppose before we move on, like obviously we need to do our predictions. So as far as I'm aware, I think the fight is going to be. I think it's going to be like 10. I think it's going to be like 10 2-minute rounds. I don't know if it's going to. It's definitely not 12 3-minute rounds. So the whole of boxing. To anyone that is a fan of boxing wants within the first 30 seconds for AJ to knock Jake Paul the fuck out.
Yeah. Because that's rigged, isn't it? Because I get that they're doing this influencer thing and that, shorten it down to like 2 minutes. No, mate, do the 3 minutes.
Well, no, this is a professionally licensed boxing match. So this it is. No, it is. It's been licensed by.
When has that ever happened before? Has that happened before then? Has there been 2-minute rounds before?
I don't know if I know. I think in the women's boxing sometimes it's like 12 rounds of 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense because Jake Paul is a woman. Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think it's like set in stone. I think it's really kind of what's agreed upon with the fighters, I suppose. Because I don't necessarily think it's like set in stone. Like every boxing match has to be 12 rounds of 3 minutes. Like you can have like 10 rounds or 8 rounds.
Sorry to drag this on, but the reason I don't like that is because AJ has trained and he has the stamina. Because this is the thing, right? It's okay if you can throw a punch, okay? Yeah. And it's okay if you can box, right? That's not the be all and end all, right? Having a powerful punch and moving around is, as we saw when it was Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. McGregor was all over him, but the issue is he ran out of steam because he doesn't have the stamina.
No.
Now, you've just said to me that, they've gone for 2-minute rounds. No, Jake's gone for 2-minute rounds because AJ will do 3 minutes. He'll eat him up.
Yeah,
so it's a cop-out to me.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's win-win for Jake and it's lose-lose for AJ. Like if Jake Paul pulls off like an absolute miracle and won the fight, obviously it's a win. If Jake Paul lasts a round, if Jake Paul lasts a minute, it's a win. With AJ, obviously, if he loses, it's like it's over. Arguably career-ending, obviously.
Yeah, I mean he's not the best time already.
But even if he doesn't get him out after like 30 seconds, like the longer the fight goes on for, the more it's a win for Jake than it is, and a more of a loss than it is for AJ. It's just like I said, the money just must be absolutely insane.
It's got to be, isn't it? Right, but so you're saying predictions then?
Yeah, I would.
What? How many rounds is it?
I think it's 10.
Second round, AJ.
I'm going first round knockout. Fuck it.
I would love to say that. I really would love to say that, but that doesn't happen as often as you think.
No, unless you're like Deontay Wilder, that's just like 6'7" tall, but you know, built like a fucking runner bean.
Yeah.
But has like the unbelievable. Like it's just
It's like those shrimps that can smash glass.
Yeah,
like
his punch power for someone his tall, and like he's not a big guy. Like I say, he is like a green bean. He's just like almost stick thin, but he's just got like fucking God's power in his right hand, and he just walks around for 12 rounds. Just walks around like this.
It's like that superhero, and he's One Punch Man.
I thought he does, yeah. And he just walks around like this for 12 rounds, and then he gets an opportunity, and he just knocks the people the fuck out.
Yeah, well, I remember when Fury got up, like The Undertaker.
Oh, that was fucking. Oh, that was.
I've never ever seen Deontay Wilder shook. Never.
No.
When he got up,
well, he was doing a dance when he knocked him down, and he's kind of like doing this to the like walking back, and then he looks over and fucking Fury's like this, getting up, and he's like.
Yeah,
and he just like shits himself. Believe it. And then and then he got smashed the next 2 fights.
Yeah, it was the most fun thing I've ever seen. It was like like I said, it's like the Undertaker from WWE when he's laying. Yeah, I know that, but he lays there, doesn't he? And then he sort of wakes up like that, and he just got up,
rolls his eyes in the back of his head.
Yeah, and that was great. That was.
But like I said, obviously, so that's happening. So that fight's happening this weekend. So as I said earlier, so obviously I'll record. Well, this episode will go out after that. So hopefully, one of us is right on the predictions for AJ's sake.
Yeah, we've both gone for AJ, right?
Both gone for AJ.
I'm sorry, like I get, as I said to you, I want to big people up, but I just don't like Jake Paul. I'm not gonna want someone to do well that I feel is an arsehole.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I don't know, obviously, he leans into that persona, obviously. Like what he's like behind closed doors, he might be behind closed doors when the cameras are turned off and and there's no one there. He might be a lovely guy. I've got no idea. But you don't see that. You just see the online persona, which is a massive bell end.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
But
it's what it is. But yeah, like I say, so this episode will come out. So that fight's happening this week. So this will actually come out a week later. So we're
so like you say, one of us is going to be right.
One of us is going to be right. Because this episode's coming out after the fight. We've already filmed our Christmas episode, so that'll be out on the Monday of the week of Christmas.
Yeah.
So the 22nd.
That was quite a fun one to do. We had the elf and we had the Christmas jumpers.
Yeah. So you see all that on our Christmas special.
Yeah.
But this will be our last episode of 2025.
Yeah. Last one of the year before 2026 is brought into being.
So on that note, like I say, so obviously we're gearing up for the end for the death of 2025 and the birth of 2026, and so like I said, I appreciate it's quite hacky and quite but what's your opinion on like New Year's resolutions, or do you have any like New Year's traditions? As we're getting to that point of the year, it's only like a couple of weeks away. About a week and a half away.
Not far. What's my opinion on them? I feel that people put quite a bit of pressure on themselves. I think they need to relax a little bit. I do believe that there are some good ones out there. So for example, for me personally, I'm going to try not to spend money on pointless stuff that I don't really need, because I do that. You go on Amazon and you see something, you like it, or you just on a whim buy
that
stuff.
I want that.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah, like Andy from Little Britain.
Yeah,
I like it. You think that's expensive? You saw? No. So for me, it's just controlling my spending a little bit, because I've got other stuff to do. I've got stuff to do around the house and bits and pieces, and I feel that's quite a good one. That's not a particularly stressful one. If anything, stopping my pointless spending will make me less stressed, because I will have money.
Have more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Yeah. I'm not really one. To be completely honest, I'm not really one for New Year's resolutions. I don't think anyone.
Are you one for anything?
Yeah, no,
Go on.
I am.
I'm kidding.
I am one for that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There are things that I do agree with and I do like, but I
Well,
just
go on,
think.
let us know.
I just think with New Year's resolutions, like how many people actually stick to them?
Not many.
Like,
but they set the bar too high.
Yeah, I
like
suppose.
imagine that you've, for example, the gym, right?
Yeah.
You've not been for, not you, but this person that I'm talking about that's made up has not gone for, I don't know, 10 years. Has not done anything for 10 years. And then you go, I'm going to go every week, going to go 3 days a week. No, you're not, mate. No, you're not. Why don't you try, going through the week, getting in from work, seeing how you feel, or going straight from there, sitting outside the gym. If you still want to do it, then you go in, then you do it, and then you work yourself up. If you go straight into doing, you're setting yourself up to fail because, arguably, I mean, sometimes it works, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it works throwing yourself into it, but a lot of the time it doesn't. You work yourself in. You go once a week and you make sure you get a good session in. You go, I'll go 2 this week, and so on and so forth. It's like anything. You ease yourself in. Like with losing weight, if you just stop eating altogether, chances are you're going to faint. Like you can't just. And also, if you lose weight too fast, you get the excess skin and things. So there is something to be said about being patient.
Yeah.
So if you're setting the bar really high that you're going to go 3 times a week and you're going to lift, your body weight in 2 days and all this sort of stuff, it's like, no, mate, you're not. Just bring the bar down a little bit. Do 10 reps of, I don't know, 5 kg or whatever, and then go on to do something. And then when you go the next week, then you can move it up to 7, and then so on and so forth. If you're going straight in there and you're doing 15, you're going to kill your arms. You're going to 8 for a week, and you're never going to go back again.
Yeah.
It's just calm down.
I just think with like I said, with New Year's resolutions, I just don't think I reckon if you surveyed X amount of people, you'd probably find that a high percentage just they'll do it for like a month or 2, or like 4 months. They might even do it for 6 months, but then just like life gets in the way. It's like with
Especially
anything.
if you're an adult,
it's like with anything. Like if you. It's good to have goals, obviously, and it's good to
I'm not saying that isn't.
To set yourself challenges, but if you set something like you say, that is, do you set the bar too high, or it's just like something ridiculous? What's the point? I just don't think
you're setting yourself up to fail.
Yeah, I just don't think you should dictate your life on a stupid New Year's resolution because they never happen.
No,
it's just or you get what do you think to people that have more than one? Well, this year I'm going to eat better. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to start a business. These are all no, you're not. You're not going to do any of those things. Fuck off.
What do I think about that? I think again, set your target lower. I am going to put the knives facing down in the dishwasher instead of facing up. I'm gonna go once a year. I'm going to make sure that I bleach the toilets twice a week instead of once a week. I don't know. Small stuff, yeah? I'm gonna climb Kilimanjaro, or I'm gonna be lifting 20k in 3 days, even though I haven't lifted 5 ever. That sort of stuff.
John from the estate that's 25 stone. Yeah, I'm gonna climb Kilimanjaro this year. That's my New Year's resolution. No, it ain't, John. You can barely walk up the stairs, mate.
Unless you stop smoking 40 a day and stop getting a kebab on the way home, John, you ain't doing it.
No, you can dream on, sweetheart.
Yeah,
but I suppose everyone needs dreams.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but that's my advice on that, isn't it? I suppose that's a bit of a sort of Ask Uncle Dave, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a little while, that'd be my advice. My advice would be that is just set your bar lower and actually achieve what you have set.
Yeah, but you can't set it too low because there's
no, of course not, because then there's no point. But yeah,
you need to kind of you can't set it up here, but you can't set it down there. It's got to be saying achievable, but that isn't too hard and that isn't too easy.
You should be out of your comfort zone a little bit.
But ultimately, if you're the type of person that is every single year is just on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day is setting yourself a fucking New Year's resolution, you're probably not going to do it anyway, and you're probably a bit of a bell end.
Yeah. Sure.
But I would probably I would bet money on it. Like if someone
That's a bit of an assumption.
but I would
How many resolutions have you made? 10. Have you done any of them? No, bellend.
Well, you are a bellend. Like I would put money on it. Like for example, like this for example. Like if we'd said right, our New Year's resolution is we're going to start a podcast.
That was our New Year's resolution.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was, but you convinced us to start it early.
It wasn't fucking. It wasn't my New Year's resolution.
No, it wasn't. It was going to be a New Year's thing.
It was going to be a New Year, but the thing is, like, if we'd said, if we'd started it in New Year's, like a couple of months, or like 2-3 months after the idea started to get going, and we were committing to it, like, would we have done it? There's no guarantee we would have done it because we kind of thought, oh, well,
no, potentially not.
Whereas we fucking thought, fuck it, let's go for it now. Let's not wait. Let's just what's the point of waiting? Let's just go for it. So I would put money on it. People that that wake up one day or may have like a bad experience and think or lose their job and they think, well, I'm gonna fuck it. I've lost my job. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start something. I've got no ties now. I'm gonna give this a bit of a go. I've got some savings and I'm gonna put all my energy into this.
Yeah.
As opposed to getting to the end of December. Being at a party, getting fingered by some random guy, thinking, "Oh, my New Year's resolution for next year is I'm not going to get fingered at a New Year's
I know.
party."
I shouldn't ask, but like, because it's 2025. But are we talking about a bloke? Or,
So you jump from the estate getting his arsehole fingered. And thinking, at the New Year's Eve party, thinking, my New Year's resolution is this, I'm not to do this at parties anymore. No. But New Year's resolutions, I just think they're pointless, and it's just that, like I said, some people just come up with absolute bullshit. But have you got any like New Year's traditions? Have you got anything that you and the family do at like New Year's? Like, do you always dress in yellow for New Year's Eve, for example?
No, I don't always dress in yellow. Generally speaking, like when I was younger, I would do parties, wherever they were available or whatever, and go out and get drunk or whatever.
That doesn't appeal to me anymore.
Well, no, that's because we're old.
It's not even that. I just. Like, don't get me wrong. Like if family are throwing a party, like I said, my dad's got quite a big family. Like I said, the family on my dad's side is quite big.
Yeah.
And there's just generally someone having a New Year's Eve party.
Yeah, they like.
And we all kind of get together, and that's fun. But I couldn't think. I couldn't think of anything worse than traipsing up to fucking London or
I don't understand that.
Or Manchester or Liverpool, depending on where or Birmingham, depending on where you live in the UK. But like for us, for example, I couldn't think of anything worse than getting the train up to London and then standing about 5 miles away from the from the River Thames, watching the fireworks. And then the trains have finished. So how'd you get home? I just can't think of anything worse.
I don't understand now. I wouldn't go anywhere near a city nowadays. There's certain cities that I do like, but London for me is, once upon a time when I was a kid, Croydon was a nice place. Full disclosure, Croydon is not a nice place.
No,
now.
I saw a meme recently, and the scene in The Lion King where you've got Mufasa and Simba, and they're looking out over the Pride Lands. I think looking out over the Pride Lands, and Simba goes to his dad. What's that place over there? And I think he calls it, like in the film, like the Badlands. And then but in this meme, it just says, what it says, what's that over there? And he goes, that's Croydon, son. That's a shithole.
That's Croydon. That's Croydon, Simba. Don't go there.
No, it's a shithole.
I just couldn't think of anything worse. I'd say London's, it's not. It's like Lily Allen says, in a song of London Town, if you look a little bit closer, if you look with your eyes, you'll see that it's all nice, but if you look twice, you'll see it's all lies.
Yeah.
And obviously that filters into Parliament, but we won't go into that. But so I can think of anything worse. But that's what I used to do when I was younger. I'd go to a party. Nowadays, it's yours is clearly with family. as you just said.
Yeah.
Mine's family.
Yeah, I suppose
I spend it with my kids and that, and we do some games, or we might watch something, watch the fireworks on TV. Sometimes we have other family members around, and I'm quite content with that, you know. And the kids go to bed, and me and Nad will, I don't know, have a cup of tea or a cuddle or whatever.
And we have a cuddle, eh? See the new year in the right way.
Struggle cuddle.
Struggle cuddle. see the new year in the right way. Get the kids to bed, right? We're gonna start at 11:59 and finish at 12:01.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a good New Year's.
That's a good night. That
the amount of times you finish just before New Year's.
Friction.
But no, it's like don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's all part of the fun and you got the Christmas, you got Christmas, and then that rolls into New Year's. So yeah, like I do enjoy it. Like I said, I love New Year's. I love Christmas. It's just I don't know if I'm getting just old and miserable, like and like cynical. But
old, miserable, arguably, and cynical. You've always been that.
Learn from the best, because you started at the age of 15, being cynical and boring.
Well, it's not my fault. I can see between the lines, is it?
But like I say, so yeah, this is our last episode of the year. We've like I said, we've had to record it about a week and a half before New Year's, hence why we don't know what
a busy period for us,
with family and work. Like I say, hence why we don't know what the result of the fight will be. So that'll be interesting, because when this comes out, when this comes out, like I said, that would have been resolved, and Christmas would have happened.
Yeah.
So like I said, we're filming this a couple of weeks in advance. So when you finally get to see this masterpiece, this magic, like I say, it will be the couple of days before New Year's. So obviously moving forward, if you guys want to, we haven't got any submissions this week. Moving into the new year, if you want your submissions to be read out, like I say, email the nobodiespod 2025@gmail.com, comment, message us on Instagram or TikTok, the Nobodies Podcast, we'll get you read out on the pod. We're getting there. Like I said, we're enjoying what we're doing. Like I said, listeners and viewers are picking up, and we really enjoy and want people to get involved and get listener interactions. We really enjoy that side of things. So we want to grow this community with everyone listening and watching. Like I said, we love the fact people are watching the clips on socials and like I said, and just listening to us, listening to us ramble on about bollocks, basically. So we feel we've ended the year strong.
We hope that you are enjoying our content, and you'll continue to come along on this adventure with us.
Yeah. So thank you for listening. This has been the last episode of the year of the Nobodies Podcast. Here's to 2026. Have a fantastic new year, whatever you're doing, whether that's with family or out getting absolutely smashed and fingered on the dance floor. We will see you in the new year.
Yep. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Take care. Bye-bye.